I want to drop some harsh truths that might rattle some cages. This whole leaders must have all the answers mentality and the fake it until you make it mantra. That mindset is complete bullshit. And that mindset is crippling leadership. Here's the truth. Asking for help is a leadership strength. Let's dive in. Many leaders struggle with asking for help. Some believe that admitting they need assistance is a sign of weakness or incompetence, while others believe they should be able to power through any obstacle alone. Our little ego voice loves to whisper, "You got this," right? "You don't need any help." We all wrestle with this demon. For years, I hesitated to ask for help. And guess what? It made everything harder. And it took me much longer to achieve what I wanted to achieve. I learned the hard way that being a self-sufficient hero doesn't help anyone. In fact, that mindset limits what we can actually accomplish. Here's the truth. Asking for help demonstrates leadership confidence. Today, I ask for help early and often, not because I'm weak or incompetent, but because I'm secure enough to acknowledge my limitations. I also learn that I'm stronger with additional insight and perspective. And I share these lessons with those I coach. See, when you open yourself up to the perspectives and expertise of others, game-changing things happen. Let me give you a couple examples. One, you multiply your problem-solving abilities. Let me explain it to you in a way that makes sense. When you ask for help, you tap into a whole ocean of knowledge and experiences beyond your own. It's like having access to a streaming service of people's brains and perspectives. Each person brings with them or carries like their specialized skills and unique ways of looking at things. It's not just about getting more ideas on the table, but also uncovering the blind spots and gaps that you might have missed. It's like having a bunch of different lenses to look through instead of just your own. But here's where it gets really dope. You might think you had a solid idea, right? But then you put it out there and ask for input from other people, and suddenly it gets torn apart and rebuilt from the ground up. All those different perspectives challenge each other, and the end result ends up being much more robust than what you started with. Another magical thing happens. You build trust and engagement. When you ask for help, you're putting yourself out there in a vulnerable way. I get it, right? And that in itself shows some real trust. You're saying, "Hey, look, I don't have all the answers figured out. And you know what? I need your expertise to solve this thing." That in itself is a bold move right there, right? The simple act of vulnerability carries a lot of weight. It creates this like vibe of safety where people you work with feel respected and valued. By actively asking for their input, you're positioning others as partners and collaborators, not just worker bees there to take orders. That shit flips the whole dynamic on its head. Now, instead of just working for you, it becomes a situation where you're all working together towards a shared goal. And why is that impactful? Because when people feel invested in the outcome, when they feel like their voice matters and their contributions genuinely matter, magic happens. They will go the extra mile and really put their hearts into it. And that's a whole different level of motivation and engagement than just doing what they're told. The third thing I want to tell you is it demonstrates confidence and strength when you ask for help. See, when you ask for help, you send a clear message that it's not only acceptable, but expected to not have all the answers. In fact, you're basically saying that's what you expect from people. That takes some serious confidence and strength to admit. You're unlocking some next level innovation and teamwork vibes by encouraging your squad to speak up and share their ideas and expertise without feeling like they too have to have it all figured out. See, when people feel that level of empowerment, they go all in without hesitation. You create this committed, high-performing energy where everyone has each other's back. It's like a well-oiled machine centered around the fact that you as the leader are confident enough to leverage everyone's brain power to the fullest. That's how you win. See, contrary to popular belief, asking for help is not a sign of weakness. In my opinion, it's an underrated superpower. The biggest obstacle to asking for help tends to be your ego. See, many leaders believe that by asking for help, they might appear as weak or inadequate in the eyes of their team or the company they work for. This fear is misguided insecurity. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to identify something important that requires your leadership. Now, once you have that in mind, I encourage you to get input from those who could potentially make that idea or initiative better. It might be a teammate, a peer, a boss, someone outside your organization who can provide additional insight and perspective. Doesn't really matter who. I want you to reach out to them and I want you to solicit their advice. Then I want you to witness the magic. First, I want you to notice how much they appreciate you asking their opinion. Second, I want you to notice how they validate something you've been considering, which gives you additional confidence in what you've been doing. Third, I want you to notice how they ask a question or say something that seeds you with additional ideas or uncovers something you might have missed, making your initial thoughts that much better. Lastly, I want you to notice how you built a stronger ally just by asking for help and inviting them into the conversation. See, that's leadership strength. The true strength of a leader lies in their ability to tap into the collective wisdom of those around them. If you embrace this practice, trust me, you will build stronger relationships and develop better solutions. The choice is yours. You can ask for help and multiply your impact, or you can stubbornly go alone and remain shackled by your limitations. If you want to start operating at a higher level, I invite you to join our leadership community. The fastest way, and I mean the fastest way to expedite results, is to surround yourself with like-minded souls just like yourself who want to elevate their game. We're a community-driven hub for business leaders just like you who want to develop their brand, increase their influence, and accelerate their impact. If that's you, I encourage you to join us. It's extremely affordable and risk-free. I included a link in the description if you're interested. Okay, if you like what I shared today, do me a favor, give it a thumbs up, drop a comment below related to your business, and of course subscribe, because each week I'm sharing content to help you and your team embrace change, focus your efforts, and accelerate results. Remember this, you're just one idea away. We'll talk to you soon.